Hey y'all. So I had a back and forth with this gal on Facebook today. She was, champagne burps, commenting on Monka Dingra's post about how she is endorsed by Planned Parenthood, which, who cares about that? But, she talked about how it triggered a lot of trolls. And so this woman comments, bodily autonomy has limits. Right off the bat, you're not smart because that is a contradictory statement. Bodily autonomy means free. It's mine. Nobody else just gets to fucking control it. So therefore, it does not have limits. The only limits it has are limits in which I impose on myself. And one of those limits for some people is I have a hard limit that I never want to have a kid. And that is what autonomy means. It's being able to say that, whether or not you have an opportunity and live in a place where you can sterilize yourself at whatever age that you decide to. Because Julie may not know this because it looks like she's from the South, from what I can tell, and you have a lack of freedom and education there in a lot of places. And so I'm going to tell you, some places like where you live, you're not going to find doctors that are going to sterilize a young woman, more likely a man, but even still at 20 or 21 years old, because there are many people that at that age and even younger that knew they didn't want to have kids. Sorry, more champagne burps probably incoming. The other thing is that you sit here and you denigrate women over and over again. Use birth control, see a doctor. Some people don't have those options. You should watch that movie called Jackson that came out in like 2015 about a young woman in Jackson, Mississippi that already had like at least one kid. She was going to be pregnant with number 2 or number 3. And of course you get both sides, right? You get her talking about birth control and how it's not even really an option, it seems like, but she can't seem to stop having babies, and her family doesn't believe in abortion. And the people at the crisis pregnancy center fake clinic fucking suck you in to have more kids in poverty people are just laughing it up, thinking it's fucking funny and great that this woman who is in abject fucking poverty with not a pot to piss in a family that can't stand that she keeps on having babies, encouraging her to have more babies. That's why we have to have abortion. And that's why we need to have free and clear access to abortion, including buffer zones. If you haven't been to the petition link in my bio, please do so and sign it. This is really important because we're never going to achieve the full autonomy that we desire until society actually sees us as humans worthy of dignity and respect and the ability to understand that we can make decisions about ourselves in our own bodies. And we don't need you to tell us what to do. We just need the education and the access from legitimate sources like Planned Parenthood. I would say like our government, but that's getting a little sketchy these days, right? Because of who you have in office, the anti-abortion, anti-women's rights folks that also want women not to be able to vote. So I'm sorry, Julie, when you think bodily autonomy should have limits. It shouldn't have limits. Do you want me to limit your freedom? Because quite frankly, I think people like you should be forced, compelled to give your body to make sure other people stay alive for as long as you can until you drop fucking dead out of too much donation, because we know how the government loves to take. Can you imagine if it was forced blood donations? Forced blood, because they're running out of O-neg all the fucking time, right? That's the universal blood type that anybody, I believe, can receive, even rare blood type folks. What about plasma, kidney, live liver donation? You only need one fucking lung, like you only need one kidney. There's a lot of things that I'm sure you could donate from your body. Bone marrow, bone bits, maybe some muscle tissue. A woman has to donate her whole fucking body and she can die from her pregnancy. She can be permanently injured that would stop her from being able to progress further in her education, inability to make money, live and survive on her own. And now she got a baby she didn't want because of you fucking people think that bodily autonomy has limits. It doesn't. That's what autonomy means. It's fucking mine, just like it's yours. And until y'all are volunteering to save real lives by donating your actual body, like a woman has to donate her body and everybody does it, I don't want to hear a fucking thing about it. This is mine. That's yours. But we are not going to get to a place where we have that full autonomy unless we can even be seen as full humans first. And that is not going to happen until the general public stands up and says, no more harassment outside of clinics. Because all that says is that we are worth less. And I am not fucking worth less, and neither are you. Sign my petition, yo.